Hi everybody. So in my last Spirit of Christmas video, I wanted to share with you guys a series of books that I have, and just a collection of books that I have in my children's book collection that are Christmas themed. I don't have a ton of them, but as you know, I collect them for the illustrations, and a lot of these go along really well with the other two videos I've made, so I thought I would share with you some of these really great examples, and they all have a lot of great imagery in them. I'm going to start with this set, which is actually modern. These are not vintage at all, but these are definitely beautiful books. These are illustrations from, and I would probably not say her name right, Sana Enuka. I'm not sure, but she's an illustrator that's active now, and she actually has an Instagram account, and if you like the art in these, I would definitely recommend following her because she does a lot of beautiful stuff. But these books are just absolutely beautiful, and it's a series by 10 Speed Press. The Fir Tree by Hans Christian Andersen, The Snow Queen by Hans Christian Andersen, and The Nutcracker. They're beautifully bound fabric books with gold foil. They're just beautiful, and I love the illustrations. My illustration likes range from vintage to, you know, this very modern type style. So, you know, I have a lot of different things that I like. So, I just love how the bold shapes tell the story and go with the story. They're all really, really beautifully done. And this set is, you know, all three stories are stories that are sort of not directly about Christmas, but the holiday season and holiday season inspired stories that are very much associated with this time of year. But I love the just really beautiful, striking, simple style of shape and color. And papers are nice, and this whole set matches super duper well, as you can see. The end papers are great. Move my light a little bit so we can see these a little better. Just beautiful. But definitely, if you enjoy this style of illustration, please do find her on Instagram and follow her. She does great stuff. Just beautiful. But yeah, this is definitely a series that I treasure very much. So next I have some little golden book selections that I have here. Anything from, I think this is probably from the 80s. The Curious Little Kittens First Christmas. And, you know, some of these are not in great shape. Yeah, 1984. And it's funny, you can just tell that's 1984. The Curious Little Kitten in various Christmas scenes. There's something about like the way the cat's face is rendered, and you can tell it's the 80s style. But it's still really nice. Nice classic Christmas style. It's a little one. And these are, the copies that I have are probably not very old. You can tell by the stickers and stuff. But as with a lot of the little golden books, there comes the cat, they will have the same art. They will use the same art from the original copyright. So this one's in terrible shape. I apologize for how bad a shape it's in, but there are some spreads in here that are just gorgeous that I love, that I wanted to share with you guys. But this was, came from a Walmart, 89 cents, so it was probably purchased in the 80s. Let's see, this was a copyright. Yeah. It was gifted to someone in 1981. According to the inscription that has been crayoned over like crazy. So, like I said, a lot of times I get these at thrift stores for, 10 cents. So, where I would love to have clean copies, I try to make this a thrifty sort of collection. But I love, obviously this is not in great shape, but I love spreads like this where it's just a lot of different Christmas stockings, collaged together. It's really nice. And this next spread is in good condition, and I love it. It's Mrs. Claus making her little candy shop. I mean, that's just, see all the little candies in a row. That's just a great scene. Another great classic Santa. I like this kind of Santa with the green suspenders and kind of like casual wear Santa. And it's been torn up pretty good at the back. But for what pages I do have left in it, I really like it. If I ever see a better version of it, I'll probably get one. But, just neat. And this is also 89 cents, so I'm assuming this was also a 1980s version of this book, Jingle Bells. Original copyright is 1964. Bear family is dashing through the snow and nibbling on cold plum pudding. So this is just really, I like how soft the illustrations look. Same here. This looks, who's the illustrator? No, pictures by JP. This looks a little bit like Richard Scarry, doesn't it? I just always enjoy the scenes where all the little animals are together. We have the Cardinals and a classic Santa. A flaming plum pudding. I like how the little cat is eating. He has his little fish bone. He's done. That's a nice spread too, of nighttime. Oh, and at the end they have the music for Jingle Bells. That's cool. So this one's in pretty good shape. And then we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 69 cents. Not sure when this might have been sold. I would say 60s or 70s, I guess, but let's see. The original copyright was 49. Well, this is the 25th printing in 79, so from 1979 to 1981, we went up 20 cents. But yeah, this is the 1949. It says, any material in this book from the song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, copyright 1949 by St. Nicholas Music Incorporation, is used by permission of the copyright proprietor. So a very similar cover was actually in the Woolworths catalog video I did at the end. It was for the record version of this, but it looked very similar. There's Rudolph. Red nose, funny sight, big as an apple and twice as bright. He couldn't play hide and seek. Santa's team choosing time. Pretty much the same story. Santa's not as mean as he is in the television cartoon. The claymation Santa was mean. But the classic story. Classic imagery. Nice little book. And lastly, I have one called Santa's Toy Shop, Walt Disney's Santa's Toy Shop. I'm not sure how old this one is. Original copyright, 1950. This little golden book was produced under the supervision of the Walt Disney Studio. Way up north in the land of ice and snow stands a cozy little house, and beside the front door hangs a neat little sign. S. Claus, says the sign, because that is who lives there, Santa Claus. Mrs. Santa Claus lives there too, of course. She keeps the house for Santa Claus and for all the elves who work in Santa's toy shop. And what a busy place that toy shop is. Apparently, Santa's complaining because he doesn't get to play with the toys. He says, "I'll take a day off soon," says Santa Claus, "and play." But the letters keep coming in, and he's just so busy making all the toys. He says, "I'm just too busy." He says, "I never have time to play with the toys." So the days whiz by in Santa's toy shop, and soon it is Christmas Eve again, and Santa Claus has still not played with a single toy. I guess it's like quality control. You have to, ensure that what you're sending out is a good quality, right? Makes sense. He says, "Now I have to give all these toys away, and I never will get to try any out." Plate of cookies for Santa. Yeah, when I was a kid, we did that. We left cookies and milk for Santa. And for some reason, I never questioned why Santa needed an Alka-Seltzer. Because inevitably, my dad would always leave his Alka-Seltzer glass next to the plate. It was so funny. Then he unpacked the toys, and he always does, but he did not hustle right away. Not this time, no. He set up the electric train and sent it speeding around the track and through the tunnel. So before he left, he played with the toys. Oh. So this is kind of neat. It's kind of like setting kids up to think, like magical thoughts, which I love. So it's basically like, so Mrs. Claus apparently made the suggestion to him that the last house that he set up toys and played with those toys. And at the end he says, "Never have I had such fun," he told Mrs. Claus. I did as he suggested and stopped at the last house, and he whispered the children's names in her ear. And it says, "Do you think he might pick your house to stop at this year?" So it's really giving kids like something to get all excited about. That's so cute. And make them excited that maybe Santa Claus will stop and play with toys at their house. That's very magical. I like it. So the last two I have, this is a vintage one as well. Petunia is a character book that you see a lot. And I always enjoy this style. Little Christmas Petunia. Petunia's Christmas. Written and illustrated by Roger Duorism. Gosh, I don't know. 1952. The new snow was soft like a kitten's fur. Petunia liked it that way, and she went out for a walk to feel it in her feet. I just like it's very just line art style, and I like it. Very limited, subtle color palette. Very pretty. So she's a Christmas goose. That's usually not a very good thing. I'm not really exactly sure what it's a fairly long story, and I know I've read this one before, but I can't remember the story. But it looks interesting. I'm going to have to go back and read it really well. But she's made these wreaths with red ribbon. And she is selling the wreaths. People are giving her money for her little Christmas wreaths. Oh goodness, I think her little gander boyfriend might be going to be sold for a Christmas goose. And she's trying to raise enough money to buy him. It's kind of grim. It says, Petunia counted the coins 3 times on the barn floor, but they were not enough. Not enough to buy all Charles's 20 pounds. Poor Charles. She must make more wreaths to sell. And she made Christmas ornaments. Oh yeah, that's what's happening. The farmer and his wife opened their eyes big as Christmas tree balls when Petunia offered the bag of coins in exchange for Charles's freedom. Aww. They were good-hearted. The farmer's wife wiped her eyes with the corner of her apron. She thought of Petunia's devotion. They would not take the bag of coins. Charles is free, the farmer says. Keep the coins for a happy Christmas. Charles and Petunia thanked the good farmer and his wife, and they went out together over the hill. Aww. Petunia and Charles were married. Married on Christmas Day. The barnyard had never seen so much dancing and feasting. It was a very, very Merry Christmas. And Charles and Petunia lived happily ever after. How funny is that? So Petunia the goose meets her boyfriend, who's going to be the Christmas goose on the Christmas table. Makes Christmas ornaments to sell to buy his freedom. That's really cute. So the last book I have is one I picked up last year when I was in England for Christmas. And I picked this up, I believe I was in Glastonbury at the Abbey when I picked this up. And I have another Church Mouse book as well. But this is The Church Mice at Christmas by Graham Oakley. This is the Templar Publishing Company. And it's the same characters. It's these church mice and a cat that's their friend. And the illustrations are just beautiful. They really are. It's pretty cool. You see Santa Claus's reflection in the ornaments, and the little mice are in awe. So these were first published in 1980. This one is from, it looks like, at least 2013. But these are published in the UK author and illustrator. So it looks like the church mice want to throw a Christmas party. And they're going to make a raffle to raise money to have the party. These are just great little storybooks. So beautifully detailed and great little stories. I love all of the little illustrations. Lots of great pictures. That's great. That is super awesome. Oh my goodness, I love it. But yeah, as you can see, they're just great illustrations. Oh, it's a Christmas hamper. But yeah, this was the last Christmas book that I acquired, which was last year, back when we could do things and we were in England. It says, so Graham Oakley in the Church Mice series. Between 1972 and 2000, Graham wrote and illustrated 14 Church Mice tales. That's awesome. I've got 2. And I guarantee you, if I'm in England or anywhere that these are being sold again and I see them, I will add to my collection of them because I really like them. Super cute. So that was my nice little collection of some children's Christmas books, just to add a little bit more Christmas spirit to your holiday. So thank you guys for joining me, and hopefully this was fun. I hope you guys have, a Merry Christmas if you celebrate, and have a wonderful holiday season, and I hope to do more videos in the future. Good night.